I thought what I was witnessing was Donald Trump pregnant. I mean, at least you won't lose your GIMP if you use them. Dude, I don't want my toilet knowing what I had for dinner. Mr. President, another plane is approaching the other plane that's approaching the other plane that's approaching the Ben & Jerry's towers. Hello there, YouTube. Welcome back to the Slop channel. I hope you've been having a great time enjoying my content recently. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been tuning in recently and subscribing and joining the Twitch side of things. It truly does mean the world to me. If you get the chance to, please by all means check out all my other platforms. I stream on Twitch every day. We have a Discord, all that kind of good stuff. Otherwise, we're going to be watching some Internet Historian right now, so sit back and let's enjoy. Okay, I might have lied a little bit. This is not an Internet Historian video. This is an incognito video. Someone who suspiciously looks almost exactly like Internet Historian, but isn't. And he has a video called Conspiracies. Woo!
By YouTube brought Conspiracies.
Conspiracies. The only conspiracy around here is why more people aren't subscribed to my channel. The conspiracy is that they're all indoctrinated by a cult, by the lizard people. Speaking of lizard people, look at that. You see that right there? They're pouring away all my subscription money. They're pouring away all the brain juices that you guys would have used to subscribe to my channel. We gotta get that back. Damn those lizard people.
What are... Look, all I want to know is, what are
The real conspiracy around here is how every year that goes by, the chocolates and food that I eat seems to get smaller, but the price seems to only go up. Is the conspiracy that I'm just getting bigger and everything looks smaller by comparison? Or is there secretly a conspiracy out there? Is there something happening to the size of my gummy worms? No, couldn't be. Couldn't be. It's all just in my mind. At least, that's what the people on my TV tell me, and the people on my TV are always trustworthy. Unlike the voices in my head.
Wait a minute. Are they making the green M&M less sexy?
What? They better not be. How else am I supposed to goon?
I'm not a big
Hey, Rebasaki, what's up,
conspiracy
dude?
guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of just like the little ones that don't really matter.
Give me an example.
I recently was grocery shopping and I bought a limited edition detergent.
That sounds
wildberry
expensive.
scented. I opened it and started using it right away. And every time I clean the dishes now, I think, wow, that's a delicious...
What? Okay, now this is clearly the conspiracy. Hold up. You want me to believe that a man did the dishes? Yeah, okay. I was willing to stretch my imagination. I was willing to, you know, put a bit of the palace of the mind in here, live in a bit of an alternative reality. But the moment you told me that a man doing the dishes, okay, gamer, okay. Pushing the boat out there a little bit far.
Just wildberry scent.
Yeah.
But then I had to go to a hospital, right? And it just stinks like chemicals. And it's like, we have the technology to make cleaning things that smell delightful.
Oh.
Yet you go to the hospital and it smells like cat piss?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That is a good point.
Guys, we found the one man in the entire world who's
What else you
using more than 1% of their
So
brain.
when I was a kid, my sister had been to like a party with glow sticks.
Right.
And so she put a bunch of them in the freezer because she had heard.
Glow sticks or forbidden lollipops or extreme butt plugs. I mean, at least you won't lose your GIMP if you use them.
That if you put a glow stick in the freezer, it stays glowy for longer.
What?
I think that's not true.
It does. No,
That
it
is
does.
some
It slows down the
bullshit.
chemical
Nah,
reaction.
there's no chemicals.
You know, I'm
it's
kind
just
of,
little
I am
green
all on
goblins.
board for this.
I'm
I am
telling you,
so
with little
tired
torches.
of hearing all about these like
So I'm a
big
kid, right,
conspiracies.
and we used to-
I don't want to hear about the conspiracy theories about like whether my candy's getting smaller and the price is getting higher. I don't hear about the conspiracy theories about like politics. These are the conspiracy theories that matter. This is the Mandela effect, this is the Barbra Streisand effect, and the Inky effect. What's the Inky effect? Well, you should be in my Twitch streams and find out. It's gooning. It's just gooning.
have, like, you know, ice blocks. I don't know what you...
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. How many did you drink?
Oh,
Just the one. But so I go into the freezer. I go, oh, wow, that must be some new thing. And I get some scissors from the kitchen.
This is giving me flashbacks of that one video where a guy drinks a fucking
it was
glow
a
stick.
Reddy purple. It tasted like soap, but it was spicy like Tabasco. Does that make sense?
I mean, if it wasn't meant to be eaten, why is it cherry? Why is it cherry colored?
Right?
Why does it look like a strawberry?
My sisters are running around screaming in circles. He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Oh no! My mum's on
Hold on, I have to find this video a second because this is like eerily familiar. I wonder if this was the kid. This stupid dumb fuck kid that microwaves a goddamn glow stick. Oh yeah, look, mate, a fucking. What do you? I mean, I get the juvenility of kids and everything, but what did you like? This, I know what happened here. The kid was in high school, and one of his friends was like, "Oh, mate, you know what'll be proper banging, mate, is if you put a glow stick in the microwave. It makes it glow so much more." Yeah, it does for 5 seconds, right up until the point it explodes and sends you to the fucking hospital. Jesus Christ. What an idiot! And then the dad's coming in like...
Say put water. Contact with eyes or skin may cause temporary discomfort. In case of eye or skin talk, flush with water for 15 minutes.
Yeah, so, conspiracy theory. If glow sticks weren't edible, why are they bright fluorescent like my gummy worms? Yeah. Yeah.
Phone with like a poison control hotline
Democrats.
or something, being like, my son just drank a glow stick.
They just go, you're the worst mother.
This is your fault.
I hope you made plenty of nice arrangements for the funeral, ma'am.
There's no point making it closed casket. He'll just glow right through the building.
Put him in the freezer. He'll last longer.
The internet told me this is how I get superpowers.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? They're saying, you know, you can't drink glow sticks, they're toxic, you'll die, etc.
In the name of
poison
Cain!
Control people, their solution was, I had to gargle ice cubes. Not to neutralize the chemicals, purely to get rid of that spicy, annoying sensation. So here's the conspiracy. I drank a glow stick, 0 adverse effects. Nothing happened. So they've been saying, oh no, don't drink glow sticks, they're bad for you. They'll make you sick. But
yeah,
I could have sworn I could see
I'm sure they will, liberals. I'm sure they will. Let me guess. You just don't want me turning gay. Yeah, that's what it is. The internet told me that drinking a glow stick would make me trans. Ha! Ha! I say. Ha!
Soapy,
just propaganda.
With a hint of Tabasco.
Wild berry?
Wild berry. Oh my god, maybe it was a wild berry. Maybe that's what... Oh my god. You don't think... No,
it's just going to be...
That's a conspiracy. You're crazy.
Yeah, just a conspiracy.
You're just making it up for attention.
Just like taxes. Taxes are a conspiracy, obviously.
Oh, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Toilets.
Yes.
I think...
The rotation of the splash?
There is no standard for what the big button does and what the small button does.
Now, I'm going to need you to
Truly the
elaborate
questions
on
that matter.
So, okay. Very often, people go number 1. Less often, people go number 2.
Makes sense.
Naturally.
Unless you go to Taco Bell.
The big one is the one that's frequently pressed because it's the big one. It's the one that everybody aims for, right? So that should be the small flush.
I feel like...
Exactly. Now look at this one.
No. You're getting it all wrong, Mr. Historian. The small one is the one that does the mechanism. The right one is the one that launches the nukes. Which is why we never end up pushing it, because the government knows that they had to put their launch codes somewhere. And they know that no one ever pushes that, so that by notion of that alone, we would never have to launch the nukes because they're hidden in plain sight. The Russians will never figure it out.
No, don't misconstrue me. I think you're an idiot.
So you're telling me that the small button gets pressed more often than the big button?
It's...
Yeah, it's not so simple, is it?
Damn, this is racking my brain, dude. I don't think I've got a big enough... I don't think I have enough neurons in my goo for this.
Big with important, when in this case, big means big, in that it's the big flush, it's the full flush, and the small means half flush. It's a...
Now, you're telling me that this button gets pressed 5 times as often as this one on the left?
No, I know,
I don't believe it. So what I'm saying is that across all...
You know that scene from Men in Black Don't push the red button. I'm the kind of person who had the intrusive thought in my dad's car to push the red button on the dashboard. Yeah, it just put the hazard lights on.
All toilets.
But in my mind, it was like I was in Men in Black.
Look at this. Which one is it?
It's 1 water and 2 water. One is less water and one is more water. It's like that's so clear.
But maybe you've been indoctrinated to believe that.
For solids,
Maybe that's what society's told you.
Which one is it?
The one on the left is the half flush, and the one on the right is the full flush.
Which one's the bigger one? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Only the plumber.
The one on the left is the full flush. The one on the right is.
Damn. Big Plum Incorporated really pulling the wool over our eyes. They're trying to hoodwink us, guys. We gotta rally together on this one. This is unacceptable. Screw geopolitics, screw famine, screw global warming. We need to come down hard on Big Plum. We gotta come down hard on them. We got to come down hard on them. This is too much for us.
It's the half flush. Yeah, go on. Give us another one. This is easy. I can do this all day.
Not so easy now, is it?
The one on the left is the full flush, and the one on the right's the half flush. Maybe you just don't have an eye for it.
I think this is like gold like the sun, so it's P.
Yeah.
And then dark like the moon, so
You
it's
know,
the darker stuff.
I don't think I ever
Why
want
is
to
it
meet
red?
Internet Historian. He seems like the kind of
What if we
person who's
had
just
one
chaos.
button, and instead we used AI to determine how large the flush should be? Or
You heard
a
of
dial
Bluetooth
and a
toothbrushes.
button.
Now you've got
Turn the dial
Bluetooth
for
toilets.
small amount,
Download the
more,
shit
more,
app
more,
today.
You know, full.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I always will go
Dude,
the small
I don't
one.
want my toilet knowing what I had for dinner.
100%.
I don't think
Like,
I've
I don't
ever
want my
pressed
toilet
the small
judging
button.
me
And
for my
I don't
dietary
in
consumption,
public
okay?
bathrooms, 'cause I just
I get enough of that from my community
so
as it is.
I'll just hold it and then get very sick.
Like, I do not
But
need
I
HAL
always press the
9000
big
giving me
one, because that's
sass
the
because
big
I've used the
button.
toilet 5 times in a
wouldn't I
day,
press
thank you
the
very
big
much.
button?
Maybe it's because I've grown up in places where there's levels of water restriction. I half flush on number 2s.
Really?
I almost never use a full flush. Like, I could not tell you the last time I've used a full flush. I remember when I learned the rhyme.
talk
if it's
about
yellow,
being
let it mellow.
inappropriate.
If it's brown, flush it down. And I was at
Oh,
my
I
mum's
heard that for the
work
first time in
when I
Meet
was,
the
like, I don't know, maybe
Fockers.
7 or 8.
God, that
And I
movie.
was in an elevator with my mum and a woman who I found out was
Imagine
her
being
boss.
insensitive and telling this to someone who
And I
lives in
was
the
like,
Sahara
"Mum,
Desert.
Check this out. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
What? And then you just said the rhyme.
Yeah, and then mum's like, oh, that's great. That's
I'm
great,
sorry that
shut
my
up."
son is kind of
She's
stupid.
like, I wish that glow stick took you.
There was a time we were on Tent Walk.
You're an
and we
embarrassment, Johnny.
kept
You're an
saying,
embarrassment.
If it's yellow, say goodbye, fellow. If it's brown, let it stick around.
If it's yellow, become a fellow. If it's brown, show it to a clown. Hi, I'm the clown. Wait, no, ew, ew, why did I say that?
No flush for number 2. Big flush for number 1.
Little flush for number 1. So, little, to keep it, wait, there's some poetry here. Little flush, little button for everything in your tummin. Big button for, no, big button for, no, wait, how does it go? Little button to keep it sudden. Big button to make it sudden. No. Oh, you know, guys, poetry's hard.
Ad time.
What
Whoa,
does the
ad time.
VPN in NordVPN stand for?
Time for an epic
An
saga.
ancient society has kept this knowledge hidden for millennia.
Or
Maybe
at
they
least
should have
that's
kept it
what
hidden.
my archaeologist grandfather told me. Behold, Nord Boy, one of the Nord
Boy.
ruins many puzzles. See how it reroutes my data.
Whoa, you just opened the Theodore Roosevelt.
This is just the Sonic 2 movie. No, this is just Sonic 2.
Where are we going, Nordman?
With NordVPN servers all over the globe, anywhere the clues lead. Look, on the back of the statue of David. Give me your UV
The sign
light.
of Nord.
It's a message from the founding fathers. With this, we could get the international Netflix catalog and a whole bunch of other geo-locked streaming content like BBC iPlayer and Japanese DTV.
That's really cute, you know? You think that a VPN's gonna get you access to everything, but no matter what VPN you use, there's still no way you're getting away from me. I'm normal.
V, all the clues are lining up with the next solar eclipse. We gotta get to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier before this exclusive deal expires.
Uh-oh.
It's the Society of Online Marketers. We've been trying to track your every step.
By the way, NordVPN, if you want to like sponsor me at any point, by all means.
Web traffic, so they can target us with advertising, and I can't let that happen.
Is that what I think it is?
My brain.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s Dreamcatcher.
Oh God.
Don't let go, Nordman!
I wasn't going to.
The eclipse is happening now.
These fucking little ads that he does.
Virtual, private. We've got 2 of 3.
What could the N stand for, Nordman?
I'm afraid to find out. From the producers of Nordshank Redemption.
One day, I want Internet Historian to make a full saga out of these goddamn sponsors. I'd watch it.
Nordman.
Guys, one's in the chat if you'd watch an entire video just around these sponsored
or
skits.
I'll shoot the boy. This temple had its IP address exposed. It's gonna collapse.
The key to the cipher. It's on your grandfather's old pocket watch, which he gave
It
you on
says
his deathbed
Skilly
in his will
Shoe.
before he died.
If it was known, it would mean the end of civilization itself.
Oh,
Guys, I'm so emotionally invested.
It's network. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I thought it would be
Nordtional treasure.
Starring Jack Black as Nicolas Cage.
/incognito to get a
He
huge deal on
yearned
a
for the
tier
Nord.
plan plus 4 bonus months. Ad over.
Aw, can we go back to the ad?
Had to get some MRIs a while back. They were really long. It was like an hour and a half.
Oh,
on
dude, I had
the
my
machine,
brain scanned
so
on an
it was,
MRI machine
really
recently. It
boring.
was so fucking
know you were
terrifying.
No,
Like, those
but they
things
gave
make
us
some of the
headphones
weirdest
which
noises.
Played,
Like-
music. The guy was like,
I went for like brain scans because they were concerned there was like something wrong with my brain. Haha, imagine that, right? And I sat there shitting myself because I still had my lip studs in. And I've watched that one episode of House where they put the guy in the MRI machine and all his metal implants come bursting out of his body. So I'm sat there in the MRI machine listening to this machine ramp up, and I'm sat there looking down at my metal studs in my lip going, oh no, they're gonna burst out of my face. They didn't.
what kind of music do you listen to? And I was like, oh, I mean, I used to mostly listen to like video game stuff. So he's like, all right. So he goes, fuck, this is already making me laugh. So he goes on YouTube Music and types in video game music playlist.
Oh,
and he's like, what, does this look all right? Now it was a bunch of like Undertale and stuff. So he puts it on.
Yeah.
Puts me on the table. And he puts the headphones on, locks my head in. And the music starts playing, and it's the Skyrim main theme song. Just imagine this mental image of me getting
Went for an
fed into
MRI scan,
machine.
ended up with fucking psychological torture.
That was very funny. But later on, when I came out of the machine, he was like, oh, how's the music going? And I was like, yeah, no, it's great. It played some stuff from Shin Megami Tensei 4, which it did. And he goes, yeah, and Donkey Kong.
Look at the normies trying to think that they're able to meld with us nerds on the internet. God, guys, everyone laugh and point at the normies trying to be hip with the kids. What idiots! They don't even know who Mimi Sentry is. Bunch of idiots.
Oh, now that's relatable.
Well, okay, the point of the MRI story was not the Dovahkiin music. The point is that you're in there for like an hour and a half, and it's just making a bunch of really loud noises, but you can't see anything happening.
Was it an MRI of your head?
That was my whole spine.
Your whole spine.
It's crazy.
Ooh, how much scoliosis did you have?
It is. Do you reckon it's real?
MRIs. Now, I reckon they just put you in and
I
they
would
just
love
get
to get an
someone in
MRI of
Blender,
my
and they
entire
just, like,
body
put
just to
together
see
a
how much
spine, and they're
scoliosis
like,
I have.
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
And they
Just to
make
see
it all
how
fucked
fucking
up, and they're
curved
like,
my
oh,
spine has
yeah,
become
they're gonna have
from
to take
sitting
your
at my
spine out, put
computer
your
all
spine
day.
back in.
Seeing how much evolution is shaping my being to pass my genetics on to be a true gamer to my kids.
Piercings, any tattoos?
That's a funny joke. I'm never having kids.
No, ma'am. Have you ever had an MRI before?
Yeah, actually, my doctor was worried I might be just like too smart.
Or too handsome.
Yeah, and so they had to take a whole bunch of scans, and they were like, what's going on?
That was the
These
logic I
numbers are
used
off
when they
the
scanned me.
charts, and they were seeing like parts
The
glow up.
same joke every time. You scan my brain. Oh, did you find my brain? Haha, funny joke, right? I'm sure you've never heard that one before.
And stuff, and they're like, I think this guy's using more than 10%.
Guys, you want a true intellect like I am until you can solve
ever scanned. Can you
until you can solve the hard difficulty Minesweeper.
I'm like, yeah, anything for a fan.
Don't even talk to me until you can do that, because you ain't a big brain like me until you can.
What do you think about space? I like it.
I honestly don't. Perhaps we went to the moon, but I think the footage we have isn't real.
Okay, guys, I've lost interest. They're talking about real conspiracy theories now. Not interested. Not interested. Take me back to the Eminem conspiracy. Take me back to the GeForce graphics card conspiracy about how GeForce graphics cards are basically all the same, but then made us believe that they're stronger because they told us they are.
I think they went to Mars and filmed it there.
Just because the lighting was better?
Yeah, we don't have the technology.
They just color corrected.
Yeah, makes total sense.
Yeah, honestly, that makes a lot more sense. Because they were going to do it on Venus, but when they tried to green screen it out, it just, yeah.
Because they're not directors, so they would just be there with the f***ing cat. Like, they don't know to hold it in, like, widescreen.
Guys, this is obviously a conspiracy theory. Do we not remember the age-old song? Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to Venus to get a p***. Yeah, they would never go to Venus. They would never, because that's for girls. Obviously, that's where the conspiracy theory lies. Duh.
Mode, they're like there with their phone doing it in vertical.
Can you imagine Neil Armstrong's up there with the camera and he doesn't realize he's actually got it on selfie camera? He's just like, yeah, check this out. It's just on selfie camera.
Man.
They had to reconstruct it off the
Yeah, dude, no, honestly, think about it, guys. Think about it. If the moon landing actually happened, why are there no selfies? You wouldn't go all the way to the moon and not take a selfie. Like, where are my TikTok shorts of the moon landing? Like, where are the 9 million people rehashing the footage on TikTok of the moon landing? Like, where are the people stealing my content of the moon landing? Obviously, the moon landing didn't happen because it's not on TikTok.
So there's the three. There's Armstrong,
Buzz Lightyear,
and Collins, Andrew Collins.
Well, I'm just going to say third astronaut, in case his name. Michael Collins.
Oh.
Nice one.
Dude, imagine that. Imagine being such the bottom of the barrel. Like, you've got Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and the third guy. Dude, imagine being him and only being known as the third astronaut. Maybe you should have got your Riz game on. Maybe you should have done something more notable. Maybe you should have been born with a more memorable name. Third astronaut.
Dead. Oh, he's dead. That's a shame.
Oh.
He died on the moon.
Yeah, they'll have to leave him there. Oh, look, here's a picture of Michael Collins meeting President Trump.
Oh my God.
Really? That's nice. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think that's the real Collins. I think the real Matthew Collins was left up on the moon. That's a body snatcher. Guys, I am made of goo. I have shaped myself to look like other people enough to know what a body snatcher looks like. That's a body snatcher. That is a mimic taking human form.
Yeah.
Some say it was his
That is the same. That is the same energy as fucking Prince Philip being driven out of the. Yeah, you know. Have you seen this? Like, where is it? Yeah, fucking same energy. The man died. He just doesn't know it yet. His body doesn't know it yet. Oh God, that's horrifying.
It's like, oh, sorry, he's busy. We can get you Obama. No. Well, I mean, I like the idea if it's just like Trump like doesn't know who he is. He's like, oh yeah, wait, you're Buzz's friend. Yeah, what do you?
Oh, you want to name the moon?
Like his expression looks like
the Gulf of the U.S.
He's
moon.
seen some stuff. I've got something really.
So you were the first up on the moon, huh?
you, Mr. President.
Well, how about you go back up there so we can rename it U.S. satellite?
I haven't told anyone before.
They took Neil and they took Buzz and they replaced him.
Oh fuck!
And no one will listen to me.
Dude, I was making a joke about the body snatchers. Did I just predict this entire joke?
Do you think he gets sick of the moon? Because there's nothing anyone wants to talk to him about except for the moon, right?
The moon, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he goes out at night and he sees the moon. He's like, oh, fuck off.
Fuck you, moon.
To werewolves on the moon.
And then the moon sprouts a face like from Majora's Mask. It's like, fuck you too, buddy.
They're just werewolves all the time. Yeah.
Do they need
Furries.
spacesuits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
A
scary.
fursuit inside of a
That'd be really
spacesuit.
spooky.
What do you reckon is
Okay, here's a really wild thought, right? In the world that we live in right now, everything has been done. As far as, like, there's not really anything unique that really happens these days. I mean, sure, every now and again something happens. But imagine this, right? The moon is uncharted territory. Imagine being the first furry on the moon. You know how, like, you see all these videos of, like, furries wearing their fursuits in the most, like, wild of places and they make a whole TikTok out of it? Imagine being the first furry to wear a fursuit on the moon. And the thing is, with the way technology is going, it's not a case of if this happens, it's when. Especially if you recall my earlier comment about furries integrating themselves into every walk of life. Eventually, there will be a furry astronaut. And eventually, there will be a furry astronaut on the moon. Furries already exist within NASA. There was a story a couple of years ago of a furry that got hired by NASA, who then promptly got fired 5 minutes later because they were making loud obscenities on their Twitter about how they got hired by NASA. And then the director manager commented on their post saying, hey now, no language. And the person was like, fuck you, I work for NASA. And then they were like, I'm the director for employment at NASA. You're fired.
Scariest thing you could find on the moon?
The previous crew.
Apollo 1.
So you're on the moon.
Sorry, let me just pretend that the moon's real for a second. Okay,
Hey, Mimi.
yeah, I'm
You
on
tap
the
a
moon.
Mimi, please.
Go on.
You're bouncing around, and it's great. You're having a good time. But
What
Yeah.
if you bounce too
Yep.
high? Will you
The
fall
cheapest
off? Will you fall
bouncy
off
castle
the
you've ever
moon?
been on.
no, you can't fall off the moon. What does that even mean?
I mean,
Yeah, what are you, an idiot? Dude, come on. We're here about conspiracy theories. We're not here to talk about how gravity works. God, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. God, what's next? You think you could fall off the edge of the Earth? I mean, that only happens if you go past the boundary tape at the edge. Like, God, what are you, an idiot?
think that it's like, what if it's like...
where? Down space? Fall to the bottom of space?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you fall off the moon. Maybe you trip and fumble and you just got to sort of keep going.
You trip and... Look, when I fell off the Earth a few months ago, I got the chance to say hi to the giant tortoise that lied underneath. He's a really nice guy. He gave me a nice little boost back up onto the planet. And then I said, I'm sorry, I won't go past the boundary lines again. You know, it's like you're at a train station. You know those little yellow lines on the track on the side of the station that tell you where not to stand so you don't fall off and get run over by a train? Yeah, same concept at the edge of the planet. Don't go past the yellow lines and you won't fall off the disc-shaped planet, okay?
I think that's the angriest I've ever heard you. Do you reckon they started doing push-ups and they're like, yeah, check this out. 150 push-ups, easy.
Like one finger.
But he's doing it with his knees down.
He's like, no, just film from the top half up. Neil, film from the top half up.
Neil, watch me plank. Neil, I'm planking on.
Just part of me, deep in my soul, thinks, I reckon you could fall off the moon.
What, you're just walking
This is
around
some
normally, you just gotta
goddamn
be really
Wallace and
careful.
Gromit levels of
Trip,
logic.
And then whoop. When I was a kid, I read a book called The Blue Nowhere by Jeffrey Deaver.
Go on.
That sounds like a
It's
Jeffrey
a
Deaver
deadly
kind of
game of
book.
cat and mouse, where one guy is the world's greatest hacker, and the other one is a brilliant but tortured criminal investigator.
no.
who's
Starring Tom
slightly
Holland.
new to the computing world, right? There's one point where they're having their hack off, and they're like, "We gotta get into this mainframe," and then he's like, "He's hacking into our mainframe at the same time," and they're going,
And then it turns into an episode of CSI. Dude, it turns into that episode of CSI where they're like, oh no, I'm being hacked. And then they're like all jumping at the keyboard. It's like, fuck it. No, it wasn't CSI. It was like NCIS, right? Like this shit, right?
No way.
We're being hacked.
No, this is major. They've already burned through the NCIS public firewall.
Well, isolate the node and dump them on the other side of the router.
I'm trying.
Yes, if I use big scientific terminology, all the boomers watching won't understand what we're talking about and they'll believe it's real.
Moving too fast.
Oh, this is not good.
Bro, stop! I'm trying to get my dub on Fortnite. What are you doing?
It's a point attack.
Step, bro, get off my keyboard!
It's not possible. This is DoD level 9 encryption. It would take months to get built. What is that, video game?
No, Tony, we're getting hacked.
They get in Abby's computer, the entire NCIS network is next.
I can't stop him. Do something.
Regular normies watching people play Fortnite. That's what this is. Are you winning, son?
McGee.
I've never seen code like this. Ah, where'd it go, Abby?
I didn't do anything. I thought you did.
No. I did.
That's my man. That's my man right there. That's my man. Yeah. Straight up, I remember when I was like a lot young. So here's a little bit of a story, right? When I was in my early teens, I used to play a game called Legend of Mer, and I was young. I was, you know, what's the word? Not inspirational. I was influential. You know, people could convince me to do things. And I met somebody in this game, and they were like, oh, we can be friends, right? So they asked me to download a file they'd made, and it was, they tried, I can't remember what they specifically called it, but it was like Legend of Mer 2 or something. It was something for the game, and they were like, yeah, if you download this, you'll get lots of gold. It did not give me lots of gold. It put a Trojan on my computer that allowed him to hack into my computer and see all my files. And then I started crying because he started opening my floppy disk drive, and he started like ejecting my CD drive, and he started playing around in my monitor settings. And I was like, stop it, I thought we were friends. And my mum heard me panicking, came up and turned the computer off. They also wrote the word gullible on the ceiling as well.
Back and forth, who can counter hack the best? And then it seems as though the hacker guy has kind of stopped. Maybe we did it, maybe we won. All of a sudden, the computer that they were hacking on explodes. Because the bad guy hacker managed to turn off all the cooling fans, and it just somehow exploded.
Sabotage. I'd be more upset if I lost computer.
How come
screw my files?
The NSA doesn't
that was a
do cool
5090
like
Ti.
That?
Yeah. It's never something cool like Watchdog, like hacking the bollards, and I'm like, dude,
you know, it's at that point, you're getting hacked by someone, and they're trying to, like, take all your files. Just let them take the files. Because if the alternative is that they blow up your computer, it'll be cheaper for you to replace the files you've lost than try to replace the 5090 that you had in that bad boy. Just saying.
Lord hack, activate. In a world connected by Web 3.0, nothing is safe.
Imagine we like go to war with China. They press the button and
what do you mean go to war with China? We're already at war with China. They keep trying to milk my wallet dry every time I play Genshin Impact.
So I'm driving on my sweet motorbike. I'm listening to Day and Night by Kid Cudi.
Cut the Skyrim.
Yeah, got Skyrim theme playing.
They're hacking all the traffic lights. They're turning them all red.
But I mean, I don't stop at red lights anyway. Nice try.
Oh, so they're reciting what Watchdog
was. They use up
all
the prepaid mobile data on your phone, and suddenly you can't connect to the internet.
And my plan doesn't reset until the 10th, so my hack gets cancelled.
My hack gets cancelled.
Oh no!
Which is
now how are you going to get all your pulls and ends zero?
Holding a beer, so now my hands.
I love that idea. Just being at the, I don't know, the NSA, the CIA headquarters. Stand down.
Dude, this sounds like some fucking Bourne ultimatum bullshit.
We need him.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
The thing is, like, you've got the movie version of hacking.
I'm getting hacked.
Same brain! Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? That is the funniest fucking thing, I swear to God. Oh my God.
And then you've got the real life version of hacking, which is much more boring.
I was wondering if you can take a look at a website I'm trying to get to.
Sure, what's the website?
By clicking that link, he's just given David full access to his computer.
We're on his computer right now.
Tedious.
But what?
And you know, I suppose this is like more of a public service announcement about the gullibility and the lack of like internet savviness people have. Because really, the only way you really get hacked is if you have no internet literacy whatsoever. And the problem is, and anyone who's ever like seen those Discord baiting things that go around where it's like, click this link and they hack your Discord account. No, I didn't suffer from that myself. No, I didn't lose my Discord account twice because of that kind of bullshit. Yes, I am absolutely way more savvy now than I used to be, and I'm never going to let that happen again. But that's beside the point. Like, legitimately, the only thing that allows hackers to get away with what they do is the severe lack of internet literacy. And you would think that with how reliant people are on the internet these days, that that people becoming literate and educated in hacking and preventative measures would be getting better. But it's not. It's actually getting worse because people, like, the internet is so easily accessible now. There's such an ease of access into using the internet that people don't see the need because they only really use that surface level elements of, like, TikTok, the internet. So they don't really see the need for it because it's just that it's like too much of a complexity for them to do so. Like, it's the same problem with how, like, even though tablets and computers are now more accessible than ever, there's become a real issue with the youth of our current generation not knowing how to read an analog clock or knowing how to use a keyboard and mouse. Like, fuck, dude, I've told this story so many times. I went to a gaming convention a couple of years ago, and there was a section for people to play a game that was out. And there were these little tablet babies who were putting their fingers all over this monitor, thinking that they had to touch the screen to play the game that was there. And even when they pulled out the controller to get them to use the controller, they had no idea what to do with it. They thought they had to, like, press the actual monitor to get things to be what to do. And that's the like horrible dichotomy of how the internet kind of has sort of evolved over the last couple of years. Because it's so accessible, people see less need to understand the literacy behind it. It's ridiculous.
What if actually it is as fun as in the movies, and it's much more like, have you seen Swordfish?
Yeah.
You're like spinning a cube around and you're going, the cipher is being decrypted.
Oh God, internet jargon.
Going up.
Big
exciting.
Technology names, big technology
that's actually
words.
What hacking is like.
Jargon, big jargon.
There's a deliberate move to pretend that it's not.
But what? Like, why?
I heard that the underground, government, whatever. I heard that they
Illuminati?
actually have like this big document that effectively has like contingencies for a whole bunch of really strange scenarios.
Well, what kind of contingencies would it be? Like what happens if the president has a sore tummy today and he has to do an address?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
I reckon it'd be like, it wouldn't be an easy, simple solution. It would be the most convoluted thing possible. It's like, all right, so we actually have
the government overly convoluted simple procedures.
So he can stay in bed.
Couldn't be our government. That's crazy.
Wait a minute. What if you cloned Trump?
Sure.
No. One is. Wait a minute. Wait. Donald Trump is that retarded that maybe cloning him and having two might have a reverse effect. Maybe having a second Donald Trump would equal it out. Oh my God! There's a second Trump approaching the towers! No!
Dispatched with the original, would the clone still be president?
Would he still want to be president? You'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe it's my chance to be my own guy.
What if he goes to sign the thing at the inauguration?
Yeah.
And some other guy runs in real fast and signs his name.
I'm pretty sure that just doesn't count.
What if you're swearing in the president and it's a woman and she's pregnant at the time? Is the baby also...
Dude, I blinked. I blinked. I had an ADHD side quest in my head for like 2 seconds. And I saw the image. I was still thinking about Donald Trump for some reason. I thought what I was witnessing was Donald Trump pregnant. I have that in my head, and now you do too. And I am so sorry for that. I am so sorry for that. Oh, God. Somebody fetch me a glow stick that I can consume to bleach that out of my brain.
President.
No, I think...
What if conjoined twins win the presidency?
One's president, one's vice president?
Yes.
That is an intriguing prospect.
And what if one's a Democrat and one's a liberal?
And the vice president in the same room at the same time.
That sounds
That would be so awkward.
No, it's true, because what if someone bombs the room? Then you lose both.
But what about all those pictures where it's like Obama and Biden hugging?
Did you know that Trump has never met with that other guy?
J.D. Vance.
Yes. They've never met. Because they can't ever be in the same room at the same time. It's illegal. They'd both be immediately executed. It is illegal.
It's the same concept as having a LGBTQ member in the same room as Trump at the same time. Can't happen. Can't happen, otherwise it's an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object.
Yeah. Putin wanted to hang out with Trump like all the time, like be friends with him. And Trump was like, I don't want to be friends with him.
So this is my headcanon, right? I want to believe that Trump is just like this kid who just wants to have friends, and it's him wanting to like be in a sandbox with Putin and like play with their toys together. That's my headcanon.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't leave. And so eventually he had to get a restraining order against him. But then Putin was like, well, you can't because I have diplomatic immunity.
Ooh, that is very intriguing.
What would you do?
It'd have to become a extra legal process where it's like, oh yeah, hi Putin. Donald's not feeling very well today. We're just putting him to bed, so you might have to just come back another day, Putin.
Dodging him.
Oh, it's like when you're young and you get friend zoned out of your friend group.
Oh, I've got
like you hang out with all the cool kids, and then they don't like you anymore, but they make any excuse not to invite you to their things. Poor Putin.
Yeah. Okay, go on. So is the president allowed to just fly around to wherever to get ice cream or whatever? Or you know what I mean? Like, okay, now stop here. Yeah, that was good.
You know, I don't like Trump, but the memes made out of him.
Could be
baby.
Wrong. But when Air Force One goes somewhere, there's like 2 other identical Air Force Ones that are like also going. So it's like,
yeah, I think so.
I reckon the limitation comes down to
Mr. President, another plane is approaching the other plane that's approaching the other plane that's approaching the Ben & Jerry's towers.
Yeah, I suppose it's the landing. I asked that to, I sent a DM to Notch once, and I was like, I don't know if you've ever been on a private plane. Like, let's say you're going from New York to LA. Are you allowed to just say mid-flight, hey, can you stop and we'll get ice cream? And
yo, can we pull over here? Little side quest.
So I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know.
Mr. President, a second Ben & Jerry's has hit the president.
Did you actually message Notch that? Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh, wow. This went to a really ADHD place.
You know what we forgot to do?
Jerk off.
Who are you?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Everett.
It's Mr. B. I'm from Story Mode.
I'm an editor.
Listen, we got Story Mode. We got other channels.
Oh,
right?
Another channel?
Number one, not enough people do reactions. I go to YouTube. The other Story Mode reactions. What the hell? Also, other problem. Story Mode. Bad name. I'm changing it. Explained. I think that's a better name.
Explained?
Yeah, I like it when people have to pronounce things funny. Have you noticed, like on main channel, like, you know why it's called the virus?
Hey, you know what, guys?
Yeah.
It means...
Hear me out. If this video gets 50,000 views and Internet Historian acknowledges me, I will do reactionaries to Story Mode. So here's the deals, Mr. Internet Historian. Acknowledge my existence, and I will react to every Story Mode video you make. Them's the deals. That's the negotiation here. And as such, I expect a response within the next 48 hours.
Nothing. It's just so that
we
find new reaction channels. And we're gonna watch it. They would pronounce it.
Whoa,
funny.
this is so meta.
This is the Varys Strake's book. I can't just read what he wrote, apparently.
And it was just like funny to me that they'd have to. Anyway,
I don't know, guys. Being a reactionary content creator is kind of cringe.
Because then you know what you're getting.
But maybe some people haven't seen Story Mode.
Oh,
so
right.
What are they getting?
Please explain Story Mode.
Off into the wasteland. He goes running for many miles along the road.
Oh no, it's gameplay content. Never mind. I take back every sentiment I made earlier.
Blood Meridian.
Until he comes across an old petrol station? Whoa! And there he meets a new hairy, four-legged friend.
Oh, I've only got 2 legs, Mr. B.
No, Mr. Z, this is a dog called Dog Meat, and he's going to be our new friend.
Nate asks if he's seen Sean at all.
Give me Sean!
Sean!
This shepherd hound only speaks
Sean!
Ihr Sohn ist 60 Jahre alt und leitet das Institut.
Do you think this boy could have?
I don't know, maybe we should watch some Story
Mode. He's a wee lad.
No, he's far too scrawny. Thin-necked urchin dunderpate like you could never wield
This is pretty funny. I think we could watch this. But only if Internet Historian acknowledges my existence.
He recognizes her.
That's me.
Guys, everyone at
I'm
Internet
right.
Historian on the internet.
If she was
Alright,
taking that
here's
kind
what we
of
do,
body
guys.
language, I would not
We're gonna
dare.
have a call to arms. Clip me talking about this.
Like a dog, its ears
Post
go
it on
back
Twitter
and showing its teeth.
and at Internet Historian.
Like, no.
Mr. Internet Historian, I have a deal for you. You acknowledge my existence, and I will react to your story mode videos. I am a good reactor. I'm funny. I have a personality unlike 90% of the people out there. And I will be your cheerleader. I will be the Maidenhead expeditionary force of reacting to your story mode. But I need to have something given to me first. Okay? So then the deals.
The corner, little fella. It is the perfect background content.
Generally what happens is you'll come in, it's usually like 12:30 or something, you just woke up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I kind of just feel like watching video games today.
Yeah. I don't want to play it. But tell me what's happening.
Dude, if that isn't the most relatable take ever, the second I hit 25, I couldn't give a shit about games anymore. I just wanted to watch other people play them and just draw big titties. That's literally my existence now. I don't like playing most games.
Indiana Jones is solving a puzzle in the temple.
What kind of puzzle?
He's got to pour holy wine down a drain to get pictures of Jesus.
I still want to play this game, actually.
This is too complicated. Skip this part.
Oh no, but we need to do it.
Do some sound effects with your mouth. Make it more funny.
Turn this into a TikTok video.
Bottle at me? Yeah, it's crazy. That's the conspiracy.
Okay, guys. Well, that was a fun Internet Historian video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, spread the message. Get Internet Historian to acknowledge my existence. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Bye-bye. I gotta pee.